Another really good week for the Wisconsin Badgers. On Tuesday night, they go to the barn and get out of town a 61-59 winner against Minnesota. And then Friday night against an improving Michigan State team, the Badgers just flat out dominated, 81-66. A.J. Storr leading the way with 28 points, and the Badgers were playing ferocious on the defensive end. We'll have highlights of those two games. We'll check in with big man Steven Crowl and also our weekly sit-down with head coach Greg Gard. All coming up on this week's edition of the Badgers Sports Report. 10-5 Wisconsin, 14:03 left of the first half. Hepburn against Walker. Chucky off the high screen from Winter, feeds Storr, drives off the right wing, pull-up jump in the lane, good. A.J. Storr with 9 early points, 12-5 Wisconsin. Chucky with a jab step, throws it to Crowl, one dribble, hands it back to Hepburn, 8 to shoot. Hepburn feeds Crowl, goes into Walk, quick turn, low on the right, throws it up too strong, got his own rebound, one putt, back up, got it, count it, and a foul. Tyler Wall, following his own miss, gets the bucket, +1. Leaves it for Blackwell between the arcs. Gets it to Essegian, open, flips a three, right side, money. Second three-point hit for Connor Essegian, 31-24 Wisconsin. Blackwell top of the circle, throws to Gilmore, leaves it for Essegian. Long three, right side, heat check, back rim no good. Offensive rebound, John Blackwell. Baseline left, moving in on Akins in the lane, pushed it up, got it, and one! Oh my goodness! The freshman with an upperclassman, and one. Storr goes into Crowl. Husband works hard to the floor, pops back up. Crowl at the left block against Sissoko. Out to Storr. A.J. in the lane, scoops it up right hand, it goes in! Just flipped it in. Did A.J. Storr. Pass Malik Hall. Knocked away Hepburn. Ball is loose. Wall dives to the floor. Comes up with it. Turnover, and the Badgers turn it right back. And Hepburn takes it away from Akins. Throws to Blackwell down the lane. Layup good. That, my friends, was a scramble play. Bounce pass, Crowl finds Max on the left wing. Pleasant against Jaden Akins. It's in the Storr. A.J. steps back, launching a long one, and it's good. It's a 2 at a foot on the line. Maybe both of them. It's the long 2. He has 24 points. 13 on the shot clock. Chucky will glide it off to the left side. Near half court. Shot clock 8. Hepburn. Left side. Throwing to Crowl. Back to Chucky. Left corner 3. Good night. Hepburn with a 3 from the corner. 15-point lead, Wisconsin. And Greg Gard using a timeout.
It's great, but really just focus on the team. You know, us going far in the season and just keep on winning in the Big Ten and whatever happens after that.
This team, we don't really care who scores. We're worried about the win column. It's going to be a different guy every night for this team. But like you said, Chucky's done a great job this year. It may not always show up in the box score, but without him, I don't know where we'd be. He runs the show for us. So, and then obviously AJ can put the ball in the bucket with the best of them. So these two have done a great job, and hopefully keep getting those wins.
Ways to improve my game. Last year, it was more of a scoring, but this year is more of a leadership role, you know, kind of just controlling the game, being a really good lockdown defender, just doing whatever it takes to win the games. You know, I love playing with this team. This team brings great energy, so does this fan base, and I love playing for Wisconsin.
You know, Chucky's, as I've said before, the consummate team player, and he's a winner. And he just wants to make sure. I was happy to see the last shot go in of his because he deserved that just from how he's been playing, and I know the scoring is down, but the winning is up, you know, so that's a good trade-off.
You know, that's what I love about this team. This team has so much depth coming off the bench, and everybody who is ready to play, you know, checks in. You know, Isaac Lindsey comes in, you know, just does his role really well. Marcus Elbert comes in, does his role really well. So anybody who steps on the floor, they're ready to battle and they're ready to compete, and that's what I love about this team. You know, nobody's soft on this team. Nobody has a soft mind, and nobody's selfish on this team. We all want to compete. We all want to win. We all have the same goal, which is the national championships and the Big Ten championship. So, you know, we're going to continue to work for that. You know, continue to get better. We still got a lot of improvement to do, but you know, it's a good win tonight, and we'll move on to the next one.
This is Wisconsin basketball. And Wall with a steal. Tyler with the pulpit. Down the lane. Slam dunk. 3-on-1. Flips the Storr. Down the lane. And he hammers it with the right hand. With 2. Hepburn. Good! Off the glass. Off the glass. Slips it in the crowd. Low on the left. Slam dunk. Another 3-point hit for Connor Essegian.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line, innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one during training. No school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
10 to shoot. Store with a shot fake. Throwing to Klesman now. Klesman against Carrington. Shot clock at 5. Klesman, little crossover, tries a 3, and it goes in off the glass. Oh my goodness, when you're hot, you're hot. I thought that had no chance. Hepburn gets a high screen from Winter. A throw to Nolan, left of the circle. Open for 3. Book it. Nolan Winter's first points, 32-17, Wisconsin.
Pick and pop when you've got a big that can do it. It gives you so much space on the floor.
Crowd into it for the first time tonight here at Williams Arena. Hepburn off the right wing. Chucky, foul line jumper, in and out. No good. Store the rebound. Low on the right with the putback.
What a big bucket here by A.J. Storr.
Hepburn to the left side. Chucky throwing to Storr at the top. A.J. off the wall screen. Storr right of the lane. Tough fadeaway. No chance. Wall the offensive rebound. Low on the right. Flipped it up and in.
What a rebound and what a finish.
A throw to Cam Christie. Covered up by Storr. Now it's Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. Hawkins top of the circle. Inside feed. Broken up. In the air. It's pulled down by Wall. It was Hepburn breaking it up. Another outstanding play by Chucky Hepburn. He'll flip it to Klesman against Mitchell high on the left. Bounce pass Wall. Tyler left of the paint against Pharrell Payne. Wall starting to back. Backing to the left block. Still backing. In the lane. Goes up right hand. Good. They bumped him. They bumped him and bumped him again. And Tyler Wall said, go crazy. I want to flip it in with the right hand. Elijah Hawkins high on the left. Hawkins to the free throw line. Pass stolen away by Klesman. Lead feed Storr. Carrington is with them. Storr down the lane. Sends it down hard. Tied at 57 with 1:47 to play.
That's the stop we were talking about. Now, can they get another one here?
3.2 seconds to play. Badgers up 2. Mitchell's second free throw. Back rim, no. Got his own rebound. Fadeaway flip. It is off the rim. No good. And the Badgers will survive.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. We believe in financial security for Wisconsin public school employees and their families. WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. WEABenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm. to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.
I had big dreams. Then I got sick. UW Health made it their mission to give me a fresh start and a new kidney. Now my dreams are infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
We've talked a lot about the Badgers and how their point production has taken a sizable jump this year from last. It continues to be on pace to be the highest scoring Wisconsin basketball team in some 30 years. But point production in college basketball is up in the Big Ten Conference and throughout the country. And with that, we welcome in head coach Greg Gard. Start with you guys. I mean, obviously it's been a big upswing. You've got A.J. Storr. You've got some nice additions. Beyond the obvious of the talent level, though, what do you think has gone into the uptick in the scoring production?
Well, I think for us specifically, we're much more efficient. Our tempo hasn't changed that much. It's gone up a little bit, but by and large, it's the efficiency we've been playing with. And I think, look nationally across the whole landscape, obviously the powers that be have wanted scoring to increase, and some of the things that have been implemented officiating-wise to produce or result in more free throws, more fouls called from a defensive standpoint, have all, I think, increased it. I think, and the three-point shot is it's been in for a long time, but it's becoming more and more and more prevalent. Obviously, you're adding points with that, but I think also free throw attempts are up. I know ours are up significantly. I would assume nationally that's the same case.
And it's amazing what happens when the free throws go down, too. All of a sudden, that 70 becomes 75 points per game. And
exactly.
You guys have been really, really good at the foul.
Yeah, we have, and I think that's, it's maturity, it's experience, it's having, just quite frankly, good shooters at the line and improved shooters, as we've talked about Tyler and how he's improved. But you got to get there is the first thing, and I think we've done a decent job of getting there for the most part. And then you got to convert and get paid.
You talk about the rules, if his points of emphasis or the tweaking this year in the rules where you got to defensively be in a legal guarding position before the offensive player has the plant foot established. But the bumping of the cutters, there are those who have watched college basketball a long time will tell you that they're really just circling back to the way it was. The game got more and more physical, and now they're just trying to dial that back. Is there something to that?
There is, to a degree. I mean, we always kind of joke amongst the coaches that what they call in November and December changes when we get to January and February and March. But, our league is known to be real physical. It is physical. You have to play it physical if you want to succeed in our league. But, the officials have a really hard job. I mean, how do you distinguish when the second plant foot, I mean, there's so much for them to watch that they really do, for as much as people on the outside complain about officiating, boy, 99% of the time they get a lot of stuff right. But, it's just a difficult job, and appreciate the guys that are doing it. And I know officiating, they're having a shortage nationwide. So young people out there, if you want to get in the game, don't want to coach, be an official.
That's right. All the noise you ever want to hear, right?
Yes.
All the free advice. But it's the visibility of this. I mean, football officials, people might know, like back in the day in the NFL, I had Hockey League because of the big arms and all of that. Gene Steratore, when he was Steratore, beg your pardon, who was also a basketball official. But that is a tough job, and there, certain coaches work them. You've been pretty good with these guys through the years, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that they don't hear from me.
Sure.
It's just maybe not as TV camera available, so to speak. But no, they know, and I think that's the thing I've always said with officials. If they communicate with me, they'll tell me, hey, coach, I missed it, or I got it wrong. If they're willing to admit that and at least talk with me on things, then I'm fine. Because like I said, I understand their job that they have to do. I'm going to fight for our guys, and I'm going to make sure that's point is gotten across when it needs to be. But in the grand scheme of things,
there's a lot of things that I have to worry about, and officiating is a little further down the list than when it comes to our team.
Just haven't thrown your jacket the way coaches used to do back in the day. Going back to the uptick in scoring, though, I mean, you can joke about, okay, defenses maybe aren't what they used to be, this, that, and the other, but the skill level, offensive skill level, that has ramped up. Hasn't it?
It has, and I mentioned the 3-point shooting, with big guys per se. Now you got. It's rare that we see a team that doesn't have a big that can shoot, for the most part. So we have, all of our guys can. So it's something that's a weapon that I think you continue to use and utilize, and pace of play maybe up a little bit. I think for us, the efficiency, we're better at putting the ball in the basket, and obviously that helps our scoring go up.
And a big part of that is what Chucky's been doing, right? His point production is down, but his ability to distribute the ball to lead to the bucket. He's
right.
not just making the pass, but making the right pass and the accurate pass.
Here's the best way to sum up Chucky is that he's made all those around him better. He's elevated the game of Max Klesmit. He's elevated the game of A.J. Storr, of Tyler Wall. You go down the list, and just with how he leads the team, how he facilitates the ball, all the things, what he does defensively for us, but he's helped elevate other people's games, which is a consummate winner right there that we have in him, and he can score when we need him to, and we're going to need him to as we continue to go forward, but he's really just concerned with winning. He doesn't care about his numbers, and as do anybody else. Nobody else really does either. They just want to win.
And the sports are so different, and yet there is a parallel between a quarterback and a point guard. You've talked about it. Bo talked about it. And we could look at any number of different statistics, but you just mentioned the key word there, winner, and
Right.
that's what he is. Right?
Absolutely, and you have to make, especially in basketball, because your numbers are so much smaller than football, and you play both sides of the ball, you make other people around you better, and you do that in a variety of ways, and Chucky's one of the best at that.
All right, and because of that, the Badgers scoring at about 10 points a game higher this season than a year ago, and you see the dividends here to this point of the Badger basketball season. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop, and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy.
WEA Member Benefits, dedicated to helping Wisconsin public school employees become financially secure with programs designed for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Well, one of the big components for Wisconsin here, and especially in recent weeks, has been points in the paint. The Badgers have been consistently outscoring their opponents, and many times by a wide margin. With that, we bring in Stephen Crow, who can also score outside the paint. But the ability, I've talked with Coach Gard, Coach Krabenhoff, about you specifically, Stevie, and the increased strength, increased, experience, and with that, more confidence.
Yeah.
You feeling that? Has that really been a benefit to you inside this year?
No, for sure. I think the experience is the bigger thing. Every year you get a little bit more experience. Like you said, with that, it comes confidence. So I think not only for me, but for Tyler, just trying to dominate that paint every game has been a key for us.
And you probably get a feel for that, right? When the opponents, when you feel like you are getting an edge on them, and they might not be capable of going face to face with you, right?
No, for sure. It might not be right away in the game. It might take 10 minutes, but eventually, hopefully, they wear down enough that you just keep going at it and keep getting to the free throw line, keep wearing them out, like you said.
Are you one of those guys, like if you're going well, is it a jinx to talk about it? Because I'm thinking the three-point shot's been pretty good. So you good? It's okay. I don't want to jinx anything here, but it's like you're picking spots too, right?
No. I think I just like to shoot I'm open more than I know. I'm open more often than not, but I like to shoot the ones that are kind of in rhythm. I know they're good shots, but I think, like you said, I might have to start taking a couple more here.
How much of it is do you tweak anything fundamentally? Is it just the confidence to knock down, or maybe a combination of both?
I think it's probably a combination of both. Being in the gym all summer, all fall, and then tweaking a couple little things with the shot. But I think the biggest thing with any shooter, any score, is just the confidence to shoot it and make it, hopefully.
About the depth of this team. Everybody is talking about that. Everybody who watches your team, whether they're Badger fans or just basketball fans, how much of a difference do you think that's made here so far?
It's huge. Just seeing last year we didn't have much depth compared to this year. It's a huge thing. Just having no drop off, and those guys off the bench come in, they all do a great job. And even on the scout team, just having that depth, to have a great scout team that prepares us every day, I think it's a huge thing for us that we didn't have last year.
And talking with Coach Krabenhoff, when you were first here, you had guys like Nate Reavers, Micah Potter, probably trying to rough you up a little bit in practice, but also you're learning things. Now, in turn, you're helping somebody like a Nolan Winter along. Take us through that about what. Obviously, he's got a high skill set and is doing great things already. But I imagine you take a lot of pride in that, now being someone who can mentor a younger player.
No, for sure. Just showing them the ropes, and especially how Big Ten, how physical it is. And even just like we were talking about my jump shot, just the little things, whether it's covering a ball screen, rebounding, boxing out, just trying to help him be the best player he can be. Just like you said, those guys like Micah, Nate, Chris Vogt, those guys did for me. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, can't forget Chris Vogt. But was it as much as anything just that they passed along or demonstrated every day in practice about how physical this league is? Is that maybe the number one thing?
I think that's probably the number one. For a big man especially, I think that's got to be the number one thing for sure.
Yeah, and this is a league without a shortage of big men. I mean, everybody knows about Zach Edey, but it doesn't stop there, does it?
Yeah, every year it seems there's new big men, new guys to guard. So, no, it's fun, though.
This time of year, I've talked with Chucky about it and others. As we talk, you're in the middle of a semester break, maybe a chance to exhale, at least with the academic pressure. Is this one of the times of year you really look forward to?
No, for sure. You're kind of just straight hooping right now, just playing basketball, which is really nice. But and also you get time to do a couple other things outside of hoops. But no, for sure, not having school right now, it's fun.
What was that break like? It was 4 days off after the Chicago State game, and then a ramp up leading up to Iowa.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that here with a schedule between Christmas and New Year's. That'd be pretty sweet.
No, it was a lot of fun, especially getting to go home too for a couple of days and then coming back. But I think the big thing for us is just trying to stay locked in when you have that many days off. We did a few scrimmages, I'm sure you saw, but just trying to stay locked in, keep that conditioning up was huge for us.
Non-conference schedule. Everybody's again has been impressed by the number of quad one games that you guys played. Do you feel as prepared as ever as a team? I mean, that's not this. You guys have had challenging non-conference schedules, but maybe not one quite like this.
Yeah.
Do you feel as ready for the Big Ten as you guys have ever been in your time?
Since I've been here, for sure. And I think Coach did that on purpose. He's probably said just playing some of those big-name teams and going down to Florida and doing that. I think it's really helped us prepare for what's to come in the Big Ten. I think we've done a great job with it.
And clearly, I mean, obviously the Marquette game gets a lot of attention here, but when you go down there and do what you guys did at Virginia, that maybe kind of showed you guys like, oh, okay. Because it didn't take a superhuman effort from any one player, but collectively, that maybe as much as any game here so far, thinking, okay, this team can really
no,
be
for sure,
good.
Especially against a team that's been Final Fours, won championships, and has been there, done that. Just to get a win against a team like that helped us build confidence going into those Marquette games. They're playing SMU, who's a good team, so playing some of those other teams. I think that was a huge first step for us.
All right, you Stevie Krause, stay with us. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
I had big dreams. Then I got sick. UW Health made it their mission to give me a fresh start and a new kidney. Now my dreams are infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one. During training, no school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
After a serious accident, you'll need a team to fight for the results you deserve. We're here for you whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, buildingwisconsintogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Tough road trip coming up for the Badgers on Thursday night. They take on Nebraska, a team that has not lost at home in Big Ten play. And then Sunday afternoon, part one of the showdowns with the Purdue Boilermakers. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This has been a presentation from Learfield.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.